looking at all of the event calendars for Tokyo, like, just like, I gotta go and do some fun stuff. I think I spent enough time on the couch. But one of the things that I found actually turned out to be an event wall after he returned, and
I've returned.
Yeah, he's returned. It is Meguro Sanma, and they call it like Meguro Sun Festival. And it's a big thing about fish. Don't really know how to explain more than that without showing you the fish.
It's Sanma.
Sanma.
Yeah.
Oh,
not ba, not ba, ma.
Ma.
Yeah. And it means mackerel pike.
Okay.
Is mackerel the way? Is that how you say that word? Mackerel?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a pike, I guess.
And
But
what I saw on the internet was just them grilling these fish on like huge grills, like grills that are like epic long, and it's just fish after fish after fish after fish, and people are just happily waiting for a fish. And it actually turned out that it's free. I paid nothing for this fish. All I did was show up, ask for a wristband that told me what time to come back, and I came back and they gave me a fish.
how many are they making today?
They have 5,000 fish, and once the 5,000 fish are gone, the festival is over.
And I have a ticket that says 3,600.
Oh, and yeah, mine was 3,599.
Yeah.
So this is 3,599.
That's his name?
Yes. So you go up and you just watch them grill your fish, and they're all really excited that you've come out, and they hand you your fish, and then you go and you get your calamari, which is just citrus to put on top of your fish, and you get some daikon and they spritz some soy sauce on top of it, and you just enjoy it. Now, Japanese people are very good at eating fish. Like, they know how to get the spine out. I do not know how to do that, so I'm actually really embarrassed to do this.
In such a public place.
Such a public place. It's gonna be really bad, but a lot of people have just shown up that just got their fish, so I'm gonna kind of watch them do their thing and then try to copy them.
Is this the same thing that we had when we went to that trip to Kyushu and Kumamoto?
They seemed fatter and bigger then.
I don't know, man. They put it on a stick and stuff. And
yeah, like it looks very similar, but those seemed not as long. They seemed more stout,
Yeah, okay.
but it's still kind of the same fish. Like it didn't look drastically
Is
different.
it salted? I remember that one being really salted.
Yes.
Is it salty fish?
Very salty. I just like the fish. So I was squeezing one of these calamari with my non-chopstick hand, which is my less dominant hand, and I guess it can't hold the lime very well, and I ended up squeezing it to the point where it slipped and it shot at this lady next to me. And I had to apologize a lot. She had a big smile, but still, nonetheless.
Did it hit her?
Yes, it hit her. And she's actually ducked down, like, so that she's kind of squatting, and then her face is close to her food, so that she doesn't, like, lean over like a lot of people are doing. And I could have hit her in the face, but I think I hit her, like, in the side. But yeah, it was a dangerous moment. Alright, first bite, here we go. It tastes like tuna out of the can.
Does it really?
Yeah, it really tastes like tuna out of the can. And it smelled like tuna out of the can too. So tuna in the can is pretty on point.
So like price for value? Like, you know what I mean?
Good,
Value,
high.
how do you say that? Value ratios
Oh,
or something?
it's called cost performance. That's what they call it in Japan. When like you think about how much something costs and what you got for it, that's cost performance. They call it CP, and for a really long time I was wondering, what does CP mean? And then finally figured it out. It's cost performance, everyone.
So when Katie was throwing calamari around at people, I was over getting 3,600. He's got a good name, right? But yours is, what was yours? $35.99?
Yeah.
That's not bad either, but I got 3,600 here. And I think when I was in Hokkaido, I ate one of these. This is gonna be chronologically confusing because this video will happen before that happened, but it already happened in the past. Like, we need a time machine to explain all that. It's like a DeLorean or something and some crystals. But yeah, I think I ate one of these when I was in Hokkaido, and I thought it was pretty good, even though I'm not usually that strong on fish. And I remember when I was there, the guy that I was eating with, he opened it in a pretty cool way where he kind of like unzipped the top and like somehow did some sort of magic like this.
Do you know about some sort of fish zipper?
Yeah, the fish zipper. And then when you pull it open, it becomes easier to get the meat out. I think that's the smart way to do it. See, the whole thing just unzips. I got fish zipper. When I got this, something I noticed is all of the people, not all of the people, a lot of people that are making the fish, they're there for hours and hours and hours. They have like swimming goggles on because the smoke keeps blowing in their eyes. People are geniuses. Anyway, let's get some fish. I dropped some fish.
Have you ever had tuna from the can? I don't think you have.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty salty. It's not as, I remember the fish in Kumamoto that we were thinking about was super salty. Like it was like crispy.
I think they may have put like a salty
glaze
spread on it. Yeah.
This one doesn't have that on the outside. But
They did not exfoliate this fish.
The inside is still pretty salty. It's good, it's fun. Everybody else is eating like every bit besides the bones. Like in this area here.
The green bits.
Green bits and stuff. Like I'm probably going to avoid that personally.
I ate the green bits.
But
It was tangy and kind of like made my mouth feel weird.
But the meat is pretty good. I could get down on this. It's not super fishy. It's more just like salty. It's just salty and good. This is fun. I really like this environment. It's a cool place. Really cool festival. We were talking about how a lot of Japanese festivals are just kind of the same thing over and over. They've done something special here. It's awesome. In addition to the fish, they've got some booths set up where you can buy different goods from different areas of Japan. And we noticed a guy standing there with a plate of nashi, which is like Japanese pears. And these are from Miyagi, the prefecture that Sendai is in. And we tried a little piece of it, and Katie said it was really good. So we bought 4 of them, I think. It was 500 yen. So it's a little expensive, but it's kind of early for their season, especially in the Tokyo area. And the way she looked after she ate it means I think it'll be worth it. Anyway, I'm gonna try one. This is one that, oh my god, it's really good. There's a lot of flavor in it. Like a pear, you know when a pear is good, it's really good because it's so full flavored. This is getting there. It's not yet perfect.
Wow, did you already insult the pear?
Yeah. But it is damn good. Japanese pear is like one of my favorite things. I love nashi, I love kaki. And I'm really excited about fall. It's like the banging type of the season. So anyway, you can come here, you can enjoy some free fish, and then you can drop some money on some I don't want to say foreign, but it's foreign to Tokyo, some outsider pears.
He's fucking wrong. It's great. The texture is on point.
Yeah, the texture is good.
The texture is great. It's crunchy, and I like my vegetables. Also my vegetables. I like my fruits crunchy for some reason. Like everything should be an apple. And this has the pear taste, but it's got a bit of zing on the tip of the tongue because it's so sweet. And
it does have an apple texture too. You're right.
It's not gonna get better than this. I hope it stays like this.
Did you drop it?
No, but I think I fooled myself into thinking that I did.
Pear, right?
Yeah.
Is it going?
Yeah.
Was it going when I said pear?
Yeah.
I have trouble with words, shut up.
Hope you enjoyed the fish festival that we went to in Meguro, and if you're liking what we're doing, feel free to like or subscribe to our channel, and you can also go to any social media that we have, like Facebook and Twitter, and just chat it up, and you can go to Patreon if you want to contribute to this series and all the fun things that are happening on our channel, so feel free to go there as well. And we have some questions.
Oh, it's raining.
Oh yeah, it is September, and basically for like the entire month of September, it's just been raining. And Japan has a rainy season,
but it's usually not in September.
but it's in June. And I know it's in June because that's my birthday, and all the calendars are real disappointing pictures about rain. But here, in September this year, it has been raining and raining and raining and raining.
Maybe your birthday's in September now.
I did want my birthday to be in September, but shh.
I hope they can hear that. It's raining very hard. We were like, oh, we could go out and we could shoot a video, like, you know, do this outside or whatever. And then it just started like pouring, and we were like, well, we're gonna do this inside. Yeah. Anyway, questions. Let's see here. Jacob from Patreon asked, this is for you specifically. If you could take a road trip anywhere in the world, where would you want to drive and why?
I would want to tour everywhere that Top Gear has ever been.
Just go on a Top Gear.
I would want to go on a
follow
top,
tour?
yeah, like a.
What about Patagonia when they got attacked by? I want to go to Patagonia.
I want to go to all the picturesque roads and just.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't even have. I don't want it to be in a nice car. I just want it to be in a van, and I just want to ride all the same roads.
Because they do find those amazing roads.
Find
those
those
aerial
bits.
shots,
Oh.
and it's like this curvy road
Yeah.
going through this.
So maybe a Top Gear inspired road trip.
That's a good one. But so basically around the world.
I guess so. Yeah.
He pointed out this would be if time and money were not a factor. Well, it's a good thing that those aren't a factor in this case.
Yeah, true.
From YouTube, Anime Starwind has asked, have you guys ever thought about making shirts to sell? Yes.
Yeah.
But I can never come up with something that I'm like, that's like, should be on the shirt.
I drew a picture once. It's still on my desk. I really like it. But I don't know if other people would wear it. It's stick figures and like really, really rudimentary like elementary school kid stuff. And we've come up with like.
I mean, we would get somebody I think that's more talented to like.
There's no one more talented
that's a
in
good
stick
point.
figures.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've definitely thought about it.
Yeah, but we just can never come up with something that's like giving me that motivation to like go through and get shirts actually made. Even though I think it'd be kind of a fun
Motivate
thing.
us.
Yeah, motivate us. When I was in bands, I used to have shirts made for the bands that I was in, and that was always like a really fun like process getting it, and like you had this thing, and it's fun to just see people excited about things and stuff. So
I have those T-shirts.
Do you still have them?
I think I have some in storage. I don't wear them now because I'm a different size, but yeah. I was a fan.
Let's see, one last question. Justin Hammerly from YouTube says, of all the places you've been on your travels, if money wasn't an issue, where would you like to live the most? When we were finished traveling around the world years ago, and before we had decided that we were going to come to Japan, I had been pretty excited about the prospect of living in Hong Kong, because that's a pretty exciting city. I don't know how long, if you lived there for a long time, I'm not sure if you would start to feel like, oh, I'm kind of like stuck here, because going into China was a little bit complicated, and then leaving Hong Kong, there were budget flights and stuff, but
you're saying it's like stuck because it's small.
Yeah, because it's small and it's kind of somewhat isolated. I'm not sure if when you live in Hong Kong, maybe your visa allows you to just jump into China easier. Maybe you don't have to go through the process. It was like $100 to get a tourist visa. But maybe if you have like a visa to live in China as a foreigner, or in Hong Kong as a foreigner, it becomes easier. I'm not sure, but I like the energy of Hong Kong, and it was a really cool place. It would be fun to live there for a while at least, to get a chance to explore it some more.
Money is not the issue, I would say, for where I'd like to live, or like my next living destination. There's a lot of places I'd like to go, but my next like living destination, money isn't really the problem. It's more visa situations and actually finding employment. But I'd like to go to Sweden and live around the Swedes. But I've looked into that, and it's so complicated to get a job and get a visa, and
getting an apartment, according to what they say, is really hard too.
Oh, that's true.
Just finding a place to live is really difficult.
So I think that visas and employment will probably be our next problem. Yeah. So. Well,
the employment and the money kind of wrap around each other.
True.
But in the Sweden part, I think it's mostly visa. Because as an American getting a visa, if anybody has any tips.
If anybody can employ us immediately in Sweden, we will come. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Yeah. So, like we said last time, try to fill us up with some more questions, because I'm kind of running out of questions. So if you have any other questions, that'd be amazing, and it would help us out a lot. And let's see. I have no idea what, after you see this video, I don't know what's coming next at this point. I was going to say, oh, next I'm editing, blah, 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 but I haven't even decided yet. Maybe more hitchhiking, maybe more South Korea. That would be the two options. So, something to look forward to.